Okay, so the data download for the EZA Gogeta Blue and Physical Dragon Ball Super Broly are of course finally in the game itself. And of course, obviously, they do release tomorrow night. So at 12 a.m. Pacific time, 3 a.m. Eastern time, etc., etc. We know when they're going to EZA. If you want an exact time, you could check in-game news, or you could also go to dokkaninfo.com/schedule. It'll give you the exact time in your general location if you do have obviously local time selected there. So that's really good. Again, talking about their EZAs, I did cover them yesterday in a video. So if you want a better breakdown, I guess you could say, you could feel free to check that video out. But I guess one thing I should clarify, in that video I did technically state it was a 50% chance to dodge when he's blue. It's a 70% chance to dodge, right? And you know, upon looking at the math, this guy could have hit like a good 550 plus K defense once he gets his super attack stacks in. You put this guy with 30 additional and everything, he could cook. He could get a lot of, you know, damaged out with his guaranteed crits. And on top of that, he could be doing some pretty good defensive numbers with a 70% chance to dodge, right? So the one thing we're thinking about is, okay, is this guy gonna still transform at turn 5? And they did change it to turn 4. So yes, on the 4th turn of start of battle, he does transform into Blue Gogeta. So what that means is this guy is actually underwhelming defensively. He caps out with a double super at like 370k defense, which is awful. He has a high chance to dodge, right? But if he gets hit with a super, he'll be crushed very, very easily, even normals and some bosses, right? So what you do with this guy, you get him turn 1 or any turn he's on, essentially. You get him turn 1, you just float him off, and then turn 4 he comes back as God Gogeta Blue. Which, you know, again, this Gogeta Blue is like, the blue portion is actually really, really good. You got him turn 2 or 3, you can keep him on rotation if you want. Either way from there, it doesn't matter, but that's very, very helpful, because in the situation where even you got him, especially turn 1, even if you float him off on turn 5, he wouldn't transform. If he was on turn 2, you would have to float him off still to transform him. That leaves a lot of, you know, wiggle room for you to use this guy effectively. This Gogeta's, again, Super Saiyan Gogeta is not really great, but Blue Gogeta is really, really good. They did a great job with this easy, I think. Broly sucks. No multiplicative buffs. His defense actually, you know, if he gets the triple super, his defense in his Super Saiyan form is higher than his full power form, which is kind of funny. This guy's like, he doesn't have much RNG to him, right? He has a high chance to do additional super attack. But if you don't especially get the 3rd super attack rolling in pretty early, you know, at this time he's going to be turn 4 and he has to super attack 3 times. It's just going to be like, it will be an issue. Now, technically in the first turn, you can get this additional super. If you get the, obviously his super attack, the high chance and a hidden potential, then he'll be able to do this one. But it's just, I don't know. This guy, even if he doesn't get his additional super attacks off like that, you know, his defense really does suffer. He's around like 400 to 500k defense. No damage reduction, no, you know, guard, no dodging or anything. Like, unlike Gogeta Blue, this is a unit who has enough defense to take normals and a 70% chance to dodge them plus super attacks. So if he gets hit with a super, obviously Gogeta Blue dies, but he has ways to combat that. Broly doesn't have anything to combat that. If he gets hit by a super attack, you're dead. Just instant KO. There's nothing you could do. And even against normal attacks, he is not really going to do that well. Now, he doesn't need as high of a defensive stat as an extreme class unit, but still, being like around the 400k, 450k mark is not enough unless you have type advantage. It's just not enough, unfortunately. He can do good damage, right? But the thing is that if you compare him as a role as a damage dealer, there's a lot of units that can perform that role just much better on the teams that he's on. No, he'll be a helpful unit on, you know, let's look at the categories he's on, and like, you know, like, you're not movie bosses plus transformation moves. By the way, that's on 200% leader skill. This is only 200%. Like, you're not really gonna run him in that team. Like, you know, he's gonna be helpful in these teams, but you're not gonna put him on like Power Beyond Super Saiyan and expect him to cook, right? No. Pure Saiyans, you're not gonna know. Super Saiyans, no. It's just like, this guy is not there, unfortunately. I think they did kind of fumble with this EZA. His base form also does Supreme, by the way. I don't think I notated that, but he still does Supreme here because he's an AoE. So even before he transforms, his defense is going to be mediocre. He's not going to have good damage. And after he transforms, he'll do good damage, but his defense still stays mediocre. This is why that's why I was worried for Gogeta Blue. If Gogeta Blue just had 200% starter turn attack and defense, he would not be good enough either. Even with the 70% chance to dodge, he'd be fine, but it would not be nearly as effective as he could be. While this Broly just didn't actually get that multiplicative defense, so he's just in a pickle. I feel they could have done more with him. Honestly, this should have been just 200% attack and defense against one enemy, and then I think he'd actually be cooking a little for sure. At least guaranteed you take no damage against normals, but maybe add 30% damage reduction on there, something. But this Broly defensively is not enough. Offensively, he'll be fine, but again, there's just better units for you to use. So it's like, what's the point of this unit, right? He's a full power leader, I guess, sure. That's unfortunate, but we have the new red zone stages coming. So I guess this is, okay. This is against 16, 17, and 18. And then against Cell. So it seems, this is Cell, right? Yeah. So, okay, I guess it's just going to be the final stage, because I believe this was stated to be 5 phases, if I'm not mistaken, right? I guess I don't remember at the top of my head, but it seems like this is just going to be, yeah, it's right here. Does it state that there's 5 phases? I guess we can't see for sure, but maybe it could be 6 phases, with Gamma 1 being a fight and Gamma 2 being a fight, but we know that it's going to be 16, 17, and 18, and then Cell is the fights. We'll see more details, if 17, 18 have, notification barrier or something. I'm presuming it's just going to be like the LR. And then Cell, we're not sure what these bosses are going to do. So it's going to be very interesting to see. I like this so far, though. Going to be very nice. We also have some new missions upcoming. What is this one right here? Again, I don't know what these missions do. Okay, so the lottery ticket. You want to exchange a total of 20 to get a total of 4 guys. Okay, that's not bad. This lottery ticket thing is like, I guess I could pull up the current missions. We can get them from the current missions here. If we take a look, it's this right here. You've been getting it from login. You can get some from missions. And you could like do this lottery kind of like pool thing. Doesn't really have anything special in there from what I've seen, but who knows? We can take a better look here. This is a new Patan battle, so we're getting actually a new Patan battle. If we see it here, we're actually getting new cards and everything finally after a very long time. So it seems like this is more BoJack movie stuff, and then the Saiyan Saga, and then I guess some Buff Trunks, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. There's just a weird mixture of like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Cell Saga, Saiyan Saga. I mean, hey, I'm just saying. I think I saw someone brought up the speculation of Cell Saga, Gohan versus Cell, then it could be a Super Saiyan Gohan from the BoJack fight against BoJack. Now, I don't know how plausible that'd be for Anniversary, but I think that would be pretty hype. Dual Super Saiyan 2 Gohan for Anniversary. I'd be down for that. Let me know what you guys would think, though. I think I'd be down for that if that was a thing, but that's New Patan. These 2 are the missions for the Extreme Z battle, so it seems you want to use movie heroes for Broly and then movie bosses for Gogeta. Again, this shouldn't really be difficult at all to get done. And obviously we have the new missions for the red zone. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. A good amount of information. Again, the EZAs drop tomorrow night. I think I'll be streaming on Twitch actually. I think I might do this live. But I guess you'll see me live or not. Thank y'all for watching, and of course I'll catch you in the next video.